Yo, today we are talking about self-sabotaging. I think that we've all done it before. Some of us do it maybe a little bit more than others. But we're going to talk about the reasons why we self-sabotage. Tay, do you know what self-sabotaging is? Let me start off with that.
Well, from my perspective, I think it's kind of sabotaging yourself. I think is just getting in your own way in terms of your mindset, the actions that you do to yourself and to others, and basically just like from my perspective, I think I would self sabotage by having a "this is going too good for me. What's about to happen?" type thing, and then I would do something in order for something bad to happen unconsciously, but then I would be like, oh, I predicted it. It happened, if that makes sense.
No, it does make sense. Why do you feel like you self-sabotage? Why do you feel like you do that?
Well, I think I'm improving more now. But before, I think, I don't know why, but it just felt like so many bad things have been happening that it was just like I was just expecting things to happen at that point. And I think self sabotaging for me started like the summer when grandma passed away. My dog passed away. I lost my job. There was just a lot going on. The pandemic, before that, my cousin had passed away. So it was just like over and over, can't get a break.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you on that.
And what about you, Pappy?
Yes. Y'all can't see the video. Well, maybe you can. But anyway, yes, I definitely have experienced self-sabotaging, um, particularly with relationships. I noticed because I did not used to feel like I was good enough or I wasn't worthy. With you, even when you were born, I was like, I don't deserve this because so much, like you just said, to piggyback off what you said, so much bad shit has happened in my life that I did not feel like I deserved to have an amazing, beautiful, intelligent daughter like you. So, I didn't self-sabotage, but I did definitely have negative thoughts like all the time. My thoughts were just like, I don't deserve this. I don't deserve this. And to be completely transparent, like your mom was like, you got to stop saying that shit. Like, cause you're going to keep putting that out there and then maybe something bad will happen. But cause you keep saying it like all the time. So yes, I definitely did. And my self-sabotaging came from my childhood. Like I just didn't feel worthy. My mom gave me up for adoption and my thought process was always like, if your mom don't want you, who's going to want you?
Mm-hmm.
If your mom, gave you up for adoption and didn't care for you and love for you the way that a parent should care for you and love for you, like who is going to do that? And so I would, I used to fuck stuff up like purposely. Like, nah, I don't deserve this, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna mess things up. So it used to
Yeah.
be really, really challenging for me, but I definitely am a lot better now. Why do you think that you self sabotage, for instance?
Um, I, I mean, again, it was just a lot of bad stuff was happening, but I don't know if it was just stemming from me not understanding how to cope with it, um, or just me being emotional and just not understanding. But I just felt like I just kept getting in my own way.
So you felt like it was your own way, like you were getting your own way?
Yeah, just in terms of like me predicting stuff. Like I feel like I even said it to you. I was like, too much good stuff is happening. Something bad is about to happen. And I feel like something bad happened. I was just like, oh, I don't know. What about you?
Yeah, for me, I mean, it was just low self esteem. I mean, I think that a lot of people self sabotage because they don't believe in themselves. And another thing for me, what I used to do is I used to talk bad about myself to myself. And it used to work. For instance, I would be like, "Yo, get your ass up, dumbass! Like you got to do this, you got to do this," and I would like respond to that. Like, "Yo, you doing some stupid shit right now. Like, get it together." But what I ended up having to do is I had to retrain that and I had to like start talking good to myself. Like, "Yo, come on, man. this didn't work out for you right now, but it's okay. Learn from it and get better. But that took a really long time. And again, your mom used to do it. Tommy, he is the one person that was like, yo, you deserve happiness. This is not good for you. And I did not believe him, like, over and over and over again. It took him forever to, like, ingrain that in me. Like, you really and truly deserve happiness. You're an amazing human being. But I didn't believe that myself. Even though I'm, like, doing good things and I'm putting good out in the atmosphere and I'm putting good out in the world, like, I truly just didn't believe that I deserved to be loved. I didn't believe that I truly deserved to, like, have a good job. Like, I just didn't believe that myself. And so it took me a lot of reinforcing of myself and just, like, just good talking to myself over and over again. Like, nah, man, you a dope individual. You are a good person. Like, you're a good father. You're a good husband. Like, you are really good. Like, come on, man. Like, you got to believe that shit, Sharif. And I would do that to myself, like, over and over again to make sure that I reinforced it, because I can tell you all day long, like, Taylor, I think that you're an amazing human being. I think that you're beautiful. But if you don't believe that shit yourself, it doesn't matter, like, what I say. And I think that we have actually gone through that, as father-daughter, in that I'm always like, yo, you're so beautiful, like, you're so dope. But if you don't believe it.
A great example, I feel like, would be math. I struggled so bad in math. And I feel like now I need to go get checked out. But back then I would just go into math with such a negative attitude already that I would just expect myself to get bad grades. And Pops always just be like, come on, Taylor, like, go into it with a positive attitude. Like, you got it. You got it. Like, you're good at math. Like, we can do this. I just be like, I suck.
It was really bad, y'all. Y'all don't understand. Like, I was always like, I would give her these pep talks, like, come on, girl, you got this. Like, come on, you can do this. You can do this. And when she would leave the house, it would seem as if that she was, like, getting it. But what would happen when you would get to school?
I just don't even know. I would just freak out. Just math and tests, terrible. And I don't know. I feel like that probably came from, like, me having low self-esteem, like, when I was little too. I used to hate getting stuff wrong, getting embarrassed. And, like, I can just go back thinking about that spelling bee that we had. And I was up there. I forgot a word. I was just up there. I was just so embarrassed.
I mean, and, like, it took everything in me, like, like, your mom was like, don't do it, because I just saw my baby girl. Like, when I tell y'all that she was stuck, like, she was just stuck in the word. I don't even know what the word was anymore. Do you remember what the word was?
No.
I don't remember what the word was, but it was something that she definitely knew, but she just froze. And I mean, when I say froze, she froze for, like, a good 2 or 3 minutes, like, not saying anything at all. And they were like, okay, do you know the word? And then, like, I could just see her little face, and she started to cry and crumble. And I'm like, let me go rescue my baby. But I couldn't do it. I
couldn't believe in myself.
I mean, I don't think that, tell me, where did that come from? For real, where did that come from?
Honestly, I have no clue.
Because mommy and your mom and I, like, we never talk down to y'all or, like, you're stupid, you can't do this. Those are the things that I heard when I was a kid. But, for you, I don't think that we ever did things like that to you. So where did that, you don't know?
Not at all. I think I just had, maybe, like, when it was comes to math, like, when I was little, and just everything else, if I didn't get it right, I would just be like, I can't do it. And y'all would even be just like, no, you can do it. And I would just be like, I don't think I can. I mean, I would get good grades and everything, but I just didn't have enough confidence in myself, I feel like. And I just feel like, even an example would be, I felt like everybody would always be watching me, and I would be embarrassed, and I don't know why. So I don't know where it came from. I don't know. I just maybe didn't have enough self-esteem, or just trust issues in myself.
Okay, so real talk. Do you still self-sabotage to this day, honestly?
Not anymore, no.
Good, 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 good. And I can honestly say for myself too, I don't do it anymore. Like I wake up, like there's a big difference between having confidence and being cocky. And
Mhm.
I used to overcompensate because I had I had so much low self-esteem that I would overcompensate for it by either I would never take a compliment. I'd be like, oh no, stop, I'm not that. No, no. Or I would be like, hell yeah, I'm like the baddest alive. Like I'm this, I'm that, I'm that. And so I would overcompensate for it. And now I don't do that. Now it's just like, nah, you are a dope individual. Like, nah, you cool. Like, nah, you're a good dad. Like, I don't have to
Mhm.
overcompensate. And that just comes from like years and years of self-talk, like positive self-talk. Like, yo, you don't understand the way that you talk to yourself, the way that you treat yourself, like it shows up. And it is so important that you make sure that you talk to yourself in a good, positive way and love on yourself. Like, as I said in the very beginning, like I used to, like, yo, get your dumb ass up. Like, come on, man. Like, you can do this. Come on. But I had to stop doing that to myself because, yeah, it would work for a little bit. But then after that, it was like, you feel bad about yourself. Like, damn, you're a
Yeah.
dumbass. And, a lot of people, what we do is we tend to hang on to the negative things. Like, again, I could tell you how dope and how amazing you are. But the moment that somebody says something like, you ugly, that's the thing that you're going to hold on to. And I don't know why we do that, but we all do that, though. We hang on to those negative thoughts. I mean, think about social media and, you can get a million likes but the moment that somebody says something negative to you, that's the thing that you go back to. I don't do that no more. I just delete
Yeah.
their ass. I don't.
And I think like another good example that I do like in terms of getting out of self-talk is journaling and writing affirmations for myself. And like, I'm smart, I'm confident. Like I did something at work the other day and I was like, I make mistakes, but it's okay. I can come back. I can redeem myself. People make mistakes. It's okay. It's human. So I feel like just getting in that mindset for me is better. Just, yeah, understanding.
I love that for you, baby girl. And I'm so proud of you for doing that, like for real. And again, I mean, I've always bigged you up and like told you how dope you are. But until you start to believe it yourself, it don't mean what your daddy say, what your mama say, what nobody say, until you start to actually believe it yourself. And I believe that you are really believing that in yourself. And like, just think about all the positive shit that's happening in your life right now.
I
Like
was about to say,
tell the people what you're doing, what you got going on right now. Because
so I got a conditional offer from my fellowship. I'm still doing my background check, but we know that's going to come back clean, so that's fine. But yes, so I'm going to do that over the summer. I got a subject to that. I got a new job. Gonna go on spring break. Getting good grades. I'm gonna graduate from Howard University May 11th to the 13th, 2023. Yeah.
yes, queen. Yes,
Big
queen.
bachelor's.
Hey, my baby gonna do it.
So yeah, I'm excited.
So yes, I think that you started putting positive things out there, and we stopped focusing on the negative and stop self-sabotaging. And good things are happening to you and for you. And one of the things that I tell my clients all the time is like, good things are supposed to happen to you. Like until you can say that and it just rolls off your tongue, you got to make sure that you keep saying it over and over again.
Yeah.
Like good things are supposed to happen to you. Go ahead.
I also have one more thing to add. It's important to also be self-conscious and start being self-aware about what you do as well. I feel like that's a first step because, for example, I used to do something where in the middle of my semester, I would just be like, I don't feel like doing work anymore. I don't know why. I don't know what it was, but just I had like a week where I just be like, bro, I'm so over school. I don't want to do anything. And I would be so aware that I do that every single time mid-semester. But right now I'm handling my business and I'm like, I'm just ready to go. So I just have to become self-aware and self-conscious and actually like, Taylor, hold yourself accountable. You got to do what you say you're going to do. So yeah.
I love that for you, baby girl. I love that. And another reason why I stopped self-sabotaging, and this had to do with like working out. It was when something bad would happen, like my mom passed, my nephew was killed, and I would like literally tell myself like, nah, you're not about. Actually, Chance would like be in my ear. Chance was my nephew who got murdered, and Chance was like, nah, you can't throw away your gains. don't do that. Like, you work too hard for this. And so I would make sure that I consciously like still stayed in the gym even when tragedies happen, because I'm like, nah, you're not going to self-sabotage. Like, I know that things are hard for you right now, but you got to do something that's good for you. And so I would consciously do that. And so again, you have to be self-aware, like Taylor just said, and you got to be good to yourself, man. Like, that's so important. So today we're going to wrap it up, unless you got anything else to say about that, T. You got anything else to say?
I was it.
Yo, people, you are amazing. You are dope as hell. Like, for real, I know that there's some things that may have happened in your life that have been some setbacks, but don't look at it as a setback. Look at it as a step forward, because you can do anything in this world that you put your mind to, and the mind is such a powerful thing. So please make sure that you talk to yourself kindly. Make sure that you love on yourself. Make sure that you're good to yourself. And the people that are in your life right now that are telling you, like, yo, you dope, like, yo, you amazing, like, yo, you're beautiful, like, listen to them and believe them, because they wouldn't be saying it if it wasn't true. So we're going to tune out today. We appreciate y'all for tuning in, and appreciate all of our listeners. We got like over 1,000 listeners right now. So we thank y'all. We appreciate y'all. Be good to yourself. And remember, you are, what is it, T?
Dope.
Yeah. Let's go.